Thank you, KB. Welcome to Let's Clear the Tea. I am your host, Pink Crystal.
I am Dominion.
And I'm KB.
Hey.
Hey.
And tonight we are honoring Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
For real. Yes. For real. Round of applause. For real. Came a long way.
Still have a long way to go.
Still have a long way to go. Yes,
Got a lot of
we do.
anti-blackness still going on, but it's all right.
Which
Juneteenth
is
is
terrible.
worthy to be celebrated.
It is worthy to be celebrated. Yes, it is.
worthy.
Yes, it is. I'm so grateful that this actually took place.
So
Yes.
let's get this started.
All right.
Let's get it started.
Who want to start?
Well, I want to start real quick. I'm not going to talk about the information real quick.
Oh, no?
Okay.
No.
I thought that's what you was going to surprise us
Yeah, I
with.
thought you ate.
Listen. Stop. Anyways, we always have to go first. So I was like, how about you take the floor? We don't have to always go first?
I normally do sometimes, okay?
Not normally.
Well, I just want to do a little
Go ahead.
quick shout out. I went to the Juneteenth celebration last night downtown here in Greenville, and I came across one of my old friends. I haven't seen her in about 2 or 3 years. So she created this beautiful mug that says, "I am a Black history." It's a beautiful decorated mug with a fist that's made with black, red, green, and yellow. It's
That's
really
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yes, it
Her
is.
name is Felicia. And I told her I'd give her a shout out on our podcast. It was a beautiful occasion. I took my niece and nephews out there to learn a little bit about Juneteenth. But, you know, this generation, it's kind of hard with these kids.
Yeah.
Once we got there, we about out there for almost 2 hours. Had them play in the park and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, they came up the same time. We tired and hot. We ready to go home. I'm like, okay, cool.
I
Then.
know, this heat has been getting outrageous.
It is, but it was a good cause.
Amazing,
It
but
was a
it's
good
for a good
cause.
cause, absolutely.
It was a lot of vendors out there. Health, they had like this water vendor thing that actually had mint and fruits in it. So it's trying to encourage people to drink more water, and that's what we really need. It was nice. They had different singers out there. They had like this drum circle that was led by Steven, I believe.
Okay.
And
That's nice.
it was really beautiful. A lot of people out there. Could have been a lot more people, but you know, I guess the heat. But I think people was coming in towards the end because they knew do the fireworks roughly around 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
I left before the fireworks, so I was going to stay out there the whole time. However, We play a few games, me and my nieces, and we won some good prizes. I have this bracelet here. I know y'all can't see it, and I don't feel like getting out. But it's the African symbol that is red, black, and green with a golden fist on it. So I would like to say that the red, black, and green is not Juneteenth. This is the Pan-African flag colors. So Pan-African colors is actually for the black people in the diaspora around the world. So the diaspora of black people around the world that normally represents the red, black, and green. You do have other colors like black, yellow, and green, which is more Jamaican. You have the red, black, and yellow, which is actually, I think, Rastafarian. I cannot remember. All I know, the main colors are either black, yellow, or green. Black.
I think that's the Jamaican one.
Black.
I think the Juneteenth got orange in it.
I thought Juneteenth had.
Actually, no. The
black,
Juneteenth, we have an official
and
Juneteenth
green.
flag.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna let y'all
Okay.
share real quick while I look it up. But the Juneteenth flag, we actually have one. It's really beautiful.
Okay.
It's actually red,
Hi,
white, and
everybody.
blue.
Thank you for coming in.
Hi, I got my glasses on. I'm sorry, y'all.
All right,
can't
well,
see.
I guess I'll start if y'all want.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so my information will be coming from the National Museum of African American History,
Okay.
the historical legacy of Juneteenth. And it reads on Freedom's Eve, or the eve of January 1st, 1863, the first watch night service took place. On that night, enslaved and free African American gatherings in churches and private homes all across the country, awaiting the news that the Emancipation Proclamation had taken effect. At the stroke of midnight, prayers were answered as all enslaved people in Confederate states were declared legally free. Amen. Okay. Union soldiers, many of whom were black, marched into plantations and across cities in the South, reading small copies of the Emancipation Proclamation, spreading the news of freedom in Confederate states. Only through the 13th Amendment did emancipation and slavery throughout the United States, but not everyone in Confederate territory would immediately be free. Even though the Emancipation Proclamation was made effective in 1863, it could not be implemented, thank you, in places still under Confederate control. As a result, in the westernmost Confederate state of Texas, enslaved people would not be free until much later. Freedom finally came on June 19th, 1865, when some 2,000, for real, Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas. Galveston. I said it wrong, my bad, y'all.
Galveston.
Okay. Thank God for my co-host.
Thank you, Major General Gordon Granger.
Oh, you reading the same one I'm reading from?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm almost done. The Army announced that that more than 250,000 enslaved black people in that state were free by executive decree. This day came to be known as Juneteenth by the newly freed people in Texas. So grateful. So very grateful.
They got their news 2 years late.
2 years late. Oh my God.
And I think somebody said there was speculation that some of the white individuals who were masters knew about that. They just didn't say anything. They thought they
Ain't
could
that
get away with it.
Yeah, I believe that was true. Because a lot of people still feel that it should be that way. And that's disgusting. And people need to get a different mindset. They need to change the way of thinking.
You have free people tilling the plantation, digging up doing the hard labor, and you hear word that they're free, but no one told you. They didn't tell the slaves because the slave was not educated. It was illegal for them to be educated at a time period or read books.
Yeah.
So if you was in that mentality, you would try to keep as much free help you can get.
Yeah. Ain't that something?
It is. It is. Now I wouldn't have done that actually, because I'm not a.
Yeah.
a
We like
master.
equal rights and equal opportunities.
But this is what it is. It's like you have free labor. You like imagine hearing that for someone getting letters saying all people are free, no more slavery, and they're like, we gonna act like we didn't hear this information. We're gonna have to tell them anything for 2 years. For 2
Ain't
years
that
free labor.
something? 2 years.
It was free for
labor.
2 years in Galveston, North Texas. But I'm gonna show you the flag while I'm standing up so y'all can see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come here. This is the Juneteenth flag. I'm gonna tell y'all that there information on why it is decorated that way. But while I'm here, I'm gonna let y'all look at the mug a little close. Ain't that beautiful? Look how beautiful. That is a black woman magic. Black women are the most creative, and black men, we are the most creative, unique individuals. That is beautiful. And this is her information, if I can say it out loud, just in case y'all want it. Because, you know, Facebook's. Oh, here's the bracelet I won. If y'all can see that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I had to do all that while I was up.
No, for
flag. But I'm going to tell y'all the symbolism, the representation of the flag, on why it's like that. So the colors, the Juneteenth flag colors is red, white, and blue, like the American flag. It says the colors, the red, white, and blue colors represent the American flag as a reminder that slaves and their descendants were and are Americans. And we built this country as well. The arch, so behind the star there's an arch of a ring, like a red arch behind it. The arc, not arch, arc. The curve that extends across the width of the flag represents a new horizon. The opportunities and promises that lay ahead for Black Americans. The star in the middle represents both Texas, the Lone Star State, who received the news 2 years afterwards, as well, the star, as well as the freedom of African Americans in all 50 states. That's why they chose a star. So around the star, it's like a burst, like burst, right? Sorry, I'm not good at sound effects. The burst around there represent.
Helping out.
Kind of late. But the burst around the star represents it represents or inspired by a nova, like a supernova, a term that astronomers use to mean a new star. This represents a new beginning for Black Afro-Americans or African Americans. And the date, of course, June 19th, 1865, the date marks the day enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas learned of their freedom when Union troops arrived to announce the Emancipation Proclamation. So that's what that flag represents. So it's not really the colors I was showing you guys, even though it's part of that's part of us, you know, but it's for the descendants and on the diaspora of Black people around the world. But this is specifically the flag and the colors for Juneteenth.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yes, they gotta be known.
We got 7 comments, y'all.
See, that thing does not upload.
And it's not showing it up there. Thank God I went to my phone. Okay, Auntie, I'm gonna say hey. Hey, Auntie.
Hey, welcome to the room.
Okay.
We celebrate Juneteenth. Let's get a hallelujah.
No, for real.
Don't ever do that again.
Miss Esther Ross said, let's go. Let's get it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Cheyenne said, hey, guys. Hey.
Hello.
The topic, Auntie Evelyn, is Juneteenth. We're pretty much honoring Juneteenth. And we're talking about the history and everything that, we're still dealing with along the way. And that's pretty much what the topic is tonight.
And it's like Juneteenth, why it matters, especially in the age of anti-Blackness. So I'm going to indulge right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to dove more into that in the USA, not the worldwide.
Miss Esther said, did y'all know that Barack Obama was not the first Black president?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
Correct.
Yes, indeed. The first Black president, his name was John Hanson. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
And he served 1 year in the Confederate term, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Miss Esther said there were 7 Black presidents before Barack Obama. Do you know who they are?
I only know of him.
Not about all of them.
I only know,
Not all of them.
John
I'm be real with
Hanson.
you.
I only know
That's
John
gonna make
Hanson.
me, research her because.
I only know
Yes.
John Hanson. Well, enlighten us, sister, with the history.
Yes,
If
please,
you
Miss
know,
Esther. You have a lot
if
of
I'm-
knowledge
if I'm
and
wrong,
good
please
things
correct
in
me.
history. We would love to
But
have
I
you
was
share.
told about John Hanson. That's what
I heard about John Hanson too.
But I have a fact that I had looked up, and it's from the NPS commemorations and celebrations. So it says from 1865 forward, the day has held special meaning for people of African descent in the United States. Juneteenth continues to be celebrated in cities with black populations through a series of parades, family reunions, speeches, and consuming of special foods with a red color, including barbecue, watermelon, and African fruit, and red soda water, primarily strawberry soda. The use of the color red in ceremonies is a practice that enslaved West Africans brought to the United States. Contemporary food items that maintain this cultural connection include cola nut tea and hibiscus tea, also known as bisac in the Caribbean or Jamaica, spelled Jamaica, in Latin America. Large numbers of kidnapped and enslaved West Africans were sent to both areas. Strawberry soda is the contemporary replacement of these teas in U.S. Juneteenth celebrations. Juneteenth is an important date on the timeline of slavery history in the United States. So that's what I found.
Oh, that's right. All right.
That's what I came up with.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about what is Juneteenth. We had a little backdrop of it, and it is, I think, North Carolina, the governor of North Carolina officially made Juneteenth. Well, it's a federal holiday now, so that's how far we came. Juneteenth has been celebrated for years before, so we're excited that it became an official day. And Juneteenth is June 19th, okay?
Yeah.
June 19th. I don't know if we have said that or mentioned that, but this is when they received that information, that news, that commemorates June 19th, back in, 1865.
Yeah.
So that moment represents the last enforcement of freedom for enslaved African Americans in the Confederate States, making the end of legal slavery in the United States. So why Juneteenth is important today? So these are my notes I wrote. I got. So Juneteenth is important because in an era where anti-blackness remains deeply rooted in American institutions, Juneteenth is not just a celebration of freedom, but a radical act of remembrance, resilience, and resistance. Affirmation of black humanity and freedom. Juneteenth centers black liberation and freedom. A reminder that black freedom was delayed and resisted, even after it was a law. Celebrating Juneteenth asserts that ongoing value and dignity of black life in a nation that historically devalued it and devalued black bodies. Counter narrative of erasure. In a time when black history is under attack, whether through book bans, I know they're doing that. Book bans are real. A lot of people of color books are being banned, along with LGBT individuals and a lot of other ones that they are trying to erase. But black identity has been a part of that book ban. Revolutionary history, they try to silence that and erase that out of our classrooms. They try to say that teaching Black history makes white people or white children feel bad. We're not here to try to make people feel bad. We're just here to try to show them the facts, so they will be understanding of what their Black American citizens go through.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, in a time when Black history is again under attack or silencing discussions of systemic racism, Juneteenth perseveres truth and tells a story not often taught in schools. So Juneteenth wasn't taught in schools, so I don't know why they try to ban Black history when it's not even taught. A lot of kids don't even know that. They call it American history, and they each time they start with Black history, they'll always start with slavery.
And you know what I used to hate?
That's how.
Was it like
paragraph.
this? Was it like
That's how
it
it
here?
was.
Because in New York, every time it was like Black History Month, we had to watch the movie Roots.
That's a long, the whole movie.
He would do it in segments, but
That's
like
long.
that was the only movie they would actually play, and I'm like, there's so much more.
Yeah, I had a
You know?
teacher that I challenged, and he,
they used to
tried
do
to
that
get
movie
me.
with y'all
He used
too?
to try to get me expelled. I got
I
tired of
hated watching that movie.
I was
Every year,
sleeping.
that's the only thing
I
they
told
did.
him, I said, I'm gonna go to sleep. He said, you're gonna actually watch this movie. I said, no, I'm actually gonna go to sleep. I'll have detention or abuse, whatever you want to do. But I'm not gonna watch this because Black people were more than just slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know.
for real.
What
Like,
about-
y'all know if y'all
what
see my
about-
shirt,
what about
okay? But I got
Oh,
Madam
look at
C.J.
that.
Walker on here,
Okay.
Rosa Parks, Martin
Okay.
Luther King. I'm wearing history tonight. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
right.
more than just,
That's
beating
right.
people in their backs and got them on
slaves
chains,
and
walking
stuff
through
like
muddy
that.
waters. And I never understood it. And I always wanted to change my class because I felt like for the white kids, it just showed an advantage of what white folks had over Black folks. Okay, and then when racial slurs was happening, and and you see a Black person react and hit that person, now you're going to the office and you're getting expelled. But what about what they said? What about what you're putting in these kids' minds? Some people, you have some white folks like Quakers and stuff like that that believe, oh, that was totally wrong. But then,
Abolitionists, they helped out with slavery, with the Underground Railroad, and a lot more other
exactly.
ways.
You see
They
what I'm
taught Black
saying?
people how to read. So we had allies. We also had, I would say, the word that we used back in the when Black Lives Matter was, a big protest and stuff. Some of the things that we used was co-conspirators. Mm-hmm. And those people are more than just allyship. These are people who put in their bodies. They're taking their white bodies. They know their privilege. Comrades know their privilege to literally put themselves in front of Black people because they know systemically their body will be treated a lot better than a Black body. By the police officer, by law.
Exactly.
So that's why a lot of them, when that lady, I forgot her name, she climbed that flagpole in South Carolina. I believe it was South Carolina, Georgia, where she climbed that flagpole. This happened a few years ago. She took off the, I think it was Confederate flag, and they were going to tase her and shoot her, tase her. And the white guy, he jumped in and said, and put his hand on the pole, and he said, "You tase her, you're tasing me," and it didn't do it. So we really do have white people putting their lives on the line.
And we thank God
Black
for that.
liberation.
Yeah.
Black
We
liberation.
really
There's a lot of
do,
racists.
Because still today, me and Dominion's son, he goes to a school, I'm not going to put the name out there, but the few couple of years that he's been there, he's done experience so much racism.
Yeah.
It's still so very much alive.
It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts when you hear it in the public and you read it in the newspaper or you see stuff on, the news, but it hits different when it's your child.
Yes, it does.
It hits a whole lot different when you have to see what your child has to go through, and then his consequences make him have to be, oh, you have to leave the school. We're not suspending you, but we're going to just send you home. But what about what triggered him?
What did they do?
You see what I'm saying? So it's so still very much alive. The punishments are different.
Yeah.
For Black children than it is white children.
They got to ride the bus home. but my son had to be driven away from the school.
From something he said. He didn't even be physical. You know what I'm saying? So just like his, 2 years at this school, he's done faced so much racism and there's still no justice.
Despite the fact that his grandmother is a white lady. She
is a white, I'm black and white. My mom is all Caucasian and my father is 100% black.
Yeah.
Okay. And you would think, I would take her to the school so that people can physically see. Because some of these kids are just ignorant to the color of the skin. So then when you see integration, then it's like, oh, that's his grandmother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly. 100%.
Yeah.
And still, they don't see that side.
It's sad.
Which is why your mom like black men.
So I challenged.
Only dated them.
So when I was in high school, I challenged my, high school teacher. I said, I was gonna go to sleep while he wanted the class to watch, Roots, all volumes.
Yep.
Of Roots.
It's like a weak word. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He wanted us to watch that, and then after that, he wanted us to watch Glory and then Armageddon. I don't want to watch none of that.
Armageddon is really dry.
Every year,
You gotta watch it.
he had these movies in the same order: Roots, Armageddon, Glory, or he would switch it up: Roots, Glory, Armageddon. I'm not gonna watch that every year, every February, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. I said, talk about somebody that was worth talking about. You know what I mean? I said, talk about Madam C.J. Walker. You know who she was? She invented the hot comb. Okay?
Well, she popularized the hot comb.
Yeah. The comb straight. You know what I mean?
Talk
Talk about Garrett A. Morgan. You know who he was, Mr. Harvey? He invented the traffic light. Talk about him. This was I think this was my 10th or 11th grade year. And I challenged my school to, have something that we talk about. If you wanted us to do reports, I'll do a report. I'd rather write a report all Black History Month about different people that did positive things in Black history than to watch my people and you enjoy, the teachers just enjoying watching Roots. It's my favorite part, and then rewinding it, blaming it on people sleeping in class and shit. You know what I mean? Just trying to be slick.
I hate to know what part that was.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't a whipping part, was it?
It was the part where he got his foot cut off and all that
Kunta Kinte.
You know what I'm saying? And it was always at that part somebody was falling asleep. It was
a powerful.
It was
black man,
always at that
did
part
not
somebody
budge.
fall asleep. At that part, always. I was telling the new kid that transferred to the school. I was like, watch this. This is gonna be the part where he's gonna tell somebody that somebody need to wake up to the beat. It happened just like that. Okay, he paused it. Okay, you guys stood up. You guys are gonna have to pick your heads up, stand up, move around. We're gonna backtrack this a little bit, and I'm just, as he's saying it, I'm moving my mouth to it as he's saying it, and they're just like.
Matter of fact,
We have a question real quick.
Okay.
The question is, why don't they celebrate Juneteenth along with Black History? They're both very, very important to us.
June, as far as like in Black History Month.
That came from Evelyn. Auntie Evelyn asked.
Is that the question that you trying to ask?
What should they?
Like
you
should
think
they
they should
celebrate
celebrate it
in-
both in February or?
Or
Because the
should
difference-
Black History Month be in Juneteenth? Because I heard that the reason why Black History Month is in February is because they said that was supposed to be Frederick Douglass's birthday, but nobody really knows that.
Well, it was once.
Right? Isn't that correct or something like that?
Black History Month was once
February
a week.
14th.
Historically, it was once a week, and they did it in February for a reason. I forgot the reason why, but it went from a week to a month. And some people was wondering why they choose the shortest month out of the year for Black History Month, because it goes by really quick. But Juneteenth, we know that happened in June 19th is when that happened. I'm pretty sure they probably do talk about Juneteenth in Black History Month. It's just that day happened.
Yeah, that
in June
that's
19th.
specific.
Yeah,
That's specific.
yeah.
It was
June
just
1863.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you got to also understand the time period when Black History Week started is they didn't have a lot of information like we do. Resources. We have a lot of resources. We have a lot of technology that help us. These are people who literally had to go to the libraries and go through books and dig through books to find research on that. So could have Juneteenth been recognized back in that time period? It could have, but it didn't. It didn't catch fire. So I think it's okay to have both February for Black History Month and Juneteenth. Because Juneteenth was a celebration of freedom for those 2,000 plus enslaved people who got that information
250,000.
2 years later. Than the rest of the enslaved people.
Yeah.
So they got their information 2 years late. They didn't have cell phones, sadly.
No, for real.
But think about it. You are living in Texas, and the president at the time was in D.C. Look how long it would take for you to deliver a message. If it takes us like 19 hours just to walk from here to Raleigh, imagine how long that walk.
19 hours, you said?
Walking.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
You just came up with that number?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe
okay.
5 hours. I don't know
I
how
think it's
far.
going to be longer than that, because from here to Kinston, walking is like 8 hours.
Dang.
Yeah, it's 8 hours.
From here to Kinston walking is 8 hours?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
That's a whole day's work. That's a lot.
I mean, you might be right. See, look.
You gotta think about it. It's only highways.
And
Ain't no streets.
and there was like, what, how many union
You gotta walk till your feet bleed.
they have, and think about those union
Shin's gonna bust through this.
work. I guess they got the information and it took them 2 years to get there because a lot of
Struck by
people.
lightning.
No, for real.
Man,
Ain't
that's
that something?
heavy. That's tough.
It
That's
takes 2 or
tough.
3 days to get there.
It'll take me 2 or
Well,
3
I'm
weeks.
gonna share this real quick with my co-host and y'all. I saw a video on Twitter or X. This
Oh, my
white
bad. Look, 13 hours.
13
and 59
hours?
minutes to walk from Greenville to Kinston.
13 hours from
13
Kinston here if
hours.
you're walking. So imagine, that's why it probably took them 2 years to get the information. That is a long walk.
That's a
and
long
you're walking with a
walk.
lot of people, so you have to wait for people. Come on, y'all, we gotta go, we gotta pack things up. So, you know.
Jesus.
So, yeah. But, again, I think it's okay to have History Month.
Yeah.
And a day to celebrate the freedom of those who got the information a little late. Now, are we really truly free? Physically, we make free. We make decisions on our own. We can do things. But we're still finding a lot of
bondage.
anti-blackness. We're still dealing with a lot of racism. We're still dealing with racial slurs. We're still dealing with a lot of stuff, which is why after Juneteenth, you see all of these things happen. Like Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where there was a race war and they destroyed the black community, the black part of the community who was really financial. They was progressing well. They had their own money, their own business, their own newspaper. They were making money. We black people
Right.
can and still are communicating wealth and trying. But white people they saw these black people who came from nothing,
Right.
who was enslaved,
Right.
who was in slavery, and they are seeing them doing damn well.
Yeah.
Financially, politically, educational wise, these people are growing and prospering. And it's like, white people's like, damn, we did all of this and they still managed to get through. We got to do something else again. That has happened to several black
That's so
towns
Ain't that something?
that they burn. And there's some articles out there, some research out there that shows that there was a few black towns that are under lakes. Black towns under lakes. Y'all have to look this up. There's a few black towns that man-made lakes was covering those black towns and destroying them by water.
And where was this again? I'm sorry.
It's throughout the USA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
So
no matter, even though we're free, we're still fighting oppression, and we're still fighting for that. I mean,
Absolutely.
now they're trying to get away voting rights for Americans, and they also trying to get away voting rights for women. So if your last name do not match, if your last name doesn't match your register ticket or something like that, which is married women, if your name does not match what is on your birth certificate, you will not be able to vote. They're trying to do that. Oh yeah. So y'all have to look it up. It's in there. This is why we got to keep fighting a good fight. Resistance is key.
Yeah.
We are still fighting for our freedom.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And we're saying this countless times where there's always been put barriers in front of us or moving the goalposts. Because, again, look what happened with the November 4th election. The most intelligent black lady who really good. She was qualified. She was educated. She had a degree in economics.
Terrible.
So she knew it, and she was flawless. Like, she was perfect, and she had a small amount of time to win, but she didn't compared to the real DEI hires, white men. The white guy who got in Trump, who got into office, and now he's starting a war. So we're dealing with a war, and then we're still dealing with anti-blackness and all this other stuff that's keeping it going. And the lady in this video, let me go back to the video. The lady talking about, why do they need Juneteenth? You don't see white people their own day or their own holidays. Why they need a whole month? I mean, they got federal. Like, really? Do they need a whole month? Who came up with Juneteenth? Why? So this was a white lady who was saying these questions and saying that white people do not need these days. And clearly that shows you the American education system is failing Americans because she was not educated. It seems like she didn't even go to college. She's just an old, fat, white lady that looked like she needed to be on life support.
But you know, people like that, they get away with whatever they want to say.
The reason why she's like, wow, where is our month? First of all, what have white people been oppressed for?
What have you done for us lately?
Systemically, white people do not have to face all of that. And you have poor white people, but again, they're still white. And I'm not dishing any white people. I have white colleagues who told me a lot of white history.
I'm half white.
So it's like we're just trying to face ignorance. And like what happened with The View, I don't know if y'all seen The View, Whoopi Goldberg was telling this white lady what was going on. I forgot it was the conversation, but people wonder why black people want to stay silent and don't say anything because you're not going to listen to us. It takes a white lady to tell you about the black experience instead of a black person telling you what's going on. So
who can walk that walk better? You feel me?
So this is why we need white colleagues and their allies who teach this and they try harder. But yes, this is why we celebrate Juneteenth, because the anti-blackness is going around. I told my colleagues before we started our live that Latino Hispanic people thought that black people were immigrants.
I know a lot of Latino people relate.
And I know a lot of Spanish people who are
people?
actually against the black race.
Yeah, they're
very and
anti-black.
not everybody, but
No.
I know a lot of older Puerto Ricans,
especially Cuban community.
the older ones. Them older generations are very disrespectful to the black race.
They're not into, they used to call them.
Not all of
back in
them,
the
but
day.
I've met quite a few of them. And you know what the funny thing was? I want to say this, but I don't know if I could say it. There was somebody that actually I was like dealing with in my past, and he brought me over to meet his grandmother, and his friends was on her porch, and as I'm speaking with her, she turns around to my ex-boyfriend and go, "Are them porch monkeys still on my porch?" And I was highly offended. I was like,
as you should be.
Excuse me?
Because
oh no,
you're black.
oh no, you skin different. I'm talking about the darkies out there. I was so like thrown, and then I know my upbringing,
Yeah.
so I had to just leave. You know what I'm saying?
Being raised.
But just
by
to
black
hear,
women.
oh, you don't, those darkies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, he, came
I'm
to
like,
his
do y'all
defense,
know
like,
how y'all even came about for real?
She's half black. That's not cool that you saying.
Yeah, he
She's
was saying,
still
oh no, she's
justified with her
different.
skin and
She's different.
type,
And that's
And I
what
hope we don't, get blocked or anything for saying that.
we're not gonna get blocked.
It's
I believe
just,
it's just us having
something
a
that I did
conversation.
want to bring up since we were talking about that.
But no, that's the feel again. Hispanic Latino people who come to this country are poorly educated of black other groups, but then again, I think that they are being taught about black people issues by people who are not in our favors. And so that's why it's and even with because you're not wrong, because there's a lot of Latino Hispanic people are calling their own family members out, their own community out for anti-blackness, because they realize that
all them race
all the
traitors
granddaughters
and all
have
that
black
other
men.
what
stuff.
happened is during the votes, majority overwhelmingly Hispanic people voted for Trump, and they thought, and these are the Cuban Americans who are now realizing they're being deported. So we have so many mass abortions going on, which will be one of our topics.
Yeah.
But the Cubans who voted for Trump, a lot of people are laughing at them now because they were like, you got what you called for. The reason why you voted that way because you thought you were safe because you feel that you were closer to whiteness than any other Latino, Hispanic,
that
black person
something?
vote. So
That's
anti-blackness did have a... Yeah, and the lady who... I don't know if y'all remember that song. I played it for Rod, actually. It goes a little like, I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Cubans. And one of the ladies who was singing that, her husband was deported, and now she's crying.
Oh, ain't that
So now
something?
people on Twitter, people on social media talking about, no, y'all remember this? I will vote for Donald Trump. And now a lot of Hispanic and Latino Americans is telling immigrants is telling us where the black people at. They were calling out our black celebrities. I'm like, don't we have Latino Hispanic celebrities who are not speaking out? And they're like, look, when Black Lives Matter happened, we was out there. I'm like, different cause. Innocent black man killed by cops.
That part.
You guys literally voted for
Somebody
someone
that
who
don't even want you
don't
here.
want you here.
That was you had free choice.
That
was a free choice.
That wants to take
the U.S. military bombed Iran this
having-
morning.
and wants to have a turn in bombing our country. I'm sorry, go
Miss
ahead.
Esther, real quick, just so we don't get too far up with the comments.
Yeah.
Miss Esther said they are being taught to hate black people. They are. And hello to all of our new people who are watching us.
Hey!
And thank you so much for coming in. Denise Davis. Then we had, let me see if I can say her name right. Hold on, I'm sorry. It might have just went up because it was like recycling. Okay, but thank you all who are new
Thank you.
to our podcast. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy and you can engage as well.
The topic is Juneteenth.
Yes.
And the reason why we're talking about this because we're talking about Juneteenth and the why we should celebrate it and why it matters in the age of anti-blackness. And so again, they voted their way because they thought black people will be impacted. Because some of them are taught that black people are immigrants. We were not immigrants. My ancestors were not immigrants here. We did not come here voluntarily. We didn't think about, let's go to America. Let's go to America.
But see, a lot of people feel like immigrants mean you're not from this country.
That's not what it is.
A lot of people misconstrue that. But isn't that like alien? Alien is when you're not from your country of origin, I'm guessing.
I wouldn't use the word alien. That is like so bad.
Oh, okay.
It's like we anti-Hispanic.
But we not.
We're not. We
We
not.
not.
They voted against their interest, and then they're finding out, and I do have empathy, and I feel bad for them a little bit. Because when you are so anti-black, when black people tell you this is what's going to happen, it's in the Project 2025, this is what's going to happen, but you didn't want to listen to us, you ignored us, it seems like they didn't care. And a lot of Latino and Hispanics are speaking against their own community and saying, we cannot blame black folks. That's why they're not in the streets, because they did their part. We're the ones that overwhelmingly voted for him to be there, and they told us about it. So they're calling out there, and I kudos to those who are actually calling out their own family members, friends in their community to show them, look, y'all need to stop with this anti-blackness. And one lady, there's another podcast where there was 2 Latino ladies who was, really passionate about it. They was talking about it. They were saying, Latino, Hispanic people, let me tell you guys right now, the only ass you should be kissing is black folks, because they tried telling us we did this to our own community. And I'm like,
no, for real. So you take responsibility for your own actions.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Because we was
Miss Esther said, this is evidence that racism and discrimination is being taught in society towards others. Most definitely.
Isn't that sad, Miss Esther?
And now it's going deeper than just white and black. It's different races. Asians. Oh yeah.
And it's kind of crazy because what they fail to realize, and what they should, this is why education is really important, and why they should teach the importance of the civil rights movements and how much black people have given to this country in many different ways and avenues, and why they should teach immigrants who come to this country about history, and have them, communicate and talk with black people, because they are based off racial biases and anti-blackness, and they're being taught this. But what they fail to realize, Latino Hispanic people, which was, to me, they were here first because half of the United States was Mexico at one point. But they're teaching Asians, Indians, people that's from the other continents, what they fail to realize is because of the civil rights, they wouldn't be immigrants today, which was built off black people. The movement was built off black people. And civil rights, civil liberties, to respect people based off their skin tone, no matter what they are, they're coming here, and then they are being taught that, don't trust black people. But the reason why they have immigrant rights is because of civil rights. So historically, black people have been fighting for almost everyone to be free in here and live their lives. But immigrants from other countries, y'all shouldn't be anti-black, because a lot of stuff that you guys get to see and be part of is because of the struggles of black people and indigenous people. So
absolutely. That's
got
the perfect way to break that down.
Got the nerve to be anti-black.
Miss Esther said absolutely. And Auntie Evelyn said there is still parts of Florida that practice racism. Wow.
Isn't that terrible?
I'm pretty sure every
parts of Florida, ain't they getting deported? Because a high number of Hispanic Latinos, Cuban Americans, let's go Cubans, that because you're lighter than your Latino brother and sister who are dark skinned, it does not make you any difference. Trump said it. We see it. We see it. They use your votes. They've used you guys. They didn't care.
Remember that press conference that he was talking about? They said something about a Hispanic or Latin country, and he was like, "Wait a minute, aren't those people underwater?" Remember he said?
He was saying something about the Spanish.
You remember that?
I think it was when he first got in the office.
Yeah,
and one of the reporters or something.
They asked him a question. He was like, "Wait a minute, why are we still talking about them? Aren't they underwater? Because remember they had that storm.
It was some storm that kind of washed them out.
Yeah, that's the people they voted for. Sadly,
and
not all Latino Hispanic people are racist, because they are calling their own out. And we're saying massive people calling themselves out, and the celebrities should be calling this out, but a lot of Hispanic Latino celebrities ain't saying anything.
Ain't saying nothing.
Before you call us and our celebrities out, look into your own community and call y'all selves out and y'all celebrities out, because we try telling y'all, and now we sitting here looking at y'all, we're relaxed and looking at y'all. Well, We tried telling you guys.
Like, we
Then they
kind
gonna
of
sit there and
already
say,
knew, so we had a conscience mind.
Yeah.
But now it's such a surprise.
Y'all never help us out. I mean, LA, they are going through something. You see a few black
Oh,
people
yeah.
and that happened, last week or 2 weeks ago, that LA was going through that crisis, and people were like, where's the black people at? I'm like, we did our part. We tried to tell you guys.
I was gonna say help out. Why help out? We tried to warn.
And besides, what can we do? What can we do? And when we show up, the first bodies they're going to attack and kill or put in jail is the black bodies.
Oh, yeah.
They going to put us in, like,
yeah.
Excuse me? I was at a protest 2 weeks ago. Yes, I was there, It was the No Kings protest, anti-Trump protest, which was really successful. I think they said up to almost 6 million people protested, and only less than 20,000 was at the march for Trump. That's hilarious. The biggest protest ever. And that was a diaspora.
Yeah, because it's been going on. Yeah, it has, all over.
As Esther said, it's all about who is controlling the money.
In the media.
For example, Pink Yellow President
I like that.
is trying to control all the money he steals from the lower income society by putting them against one another. Obviously.
I say more like orange, but
I like your thinking, Miss Esther. I like your thinking.
Yeah, it really is.
But so this is what we probably gonna have a nice little topic about anti-blackness in America. But I think it's really important to point that out because again, we're celebrating Juneteenth.
Yes,
and we're still struggling. There's still some things that we have. We got the revolution going. We have many times black people have stepped up. The Black Panther movement.
Yes.
The Southern Christian leadership and the NAACP. So we have a lot of groups, even more progressive black individuals are being more progressive in a sense of, understanding that we shouldn't hate each other for our differences, but unite ourselves. So we have black people working with LGBT people. And again, we have black people who are LGBT people fighting for the same cause. They have always been doing that. So it's kind of funny because because a lot of people don't know that a lot of black LGBT people was behind the movements, especially the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream, that whole event was actually orchestrated by a black queer man. They don't give him much credit for it, but he was the main organizer, and there was some issue that happened there, but queer people of color has always been behind the fight for black liberation. So I respect them. I respect our white counterparts and our other counterparts, Latinos, who support us. People from all races do support us. Yes, are we
just
perfect?
don't support ignorance.
Yeah, we don't. We try not to. We try not to hate. We try not.
Yeah.
But when I see Cuban Americans saying stuff like that and Latino Hispanic people voting that way, it's like, well, you got what y'all want. We've been telling you guys. They remember earlier they recorded their votes. And now they're finding out. We told them to not vote that way. A lot of people try to tell them to not vote that way, and they start realize they should have voted that way. Now they're being deported. Even the good Latinos and Hispanic people talking about we're the good ones. We came here legally. Now we realize a lot of people and we're seeing it now. A lot of Hispanic Latino Americans are being deported at their hearings in courts. ICE is going to the courts and taking people out. So we are seeing a corruption of power now. And it's kind of sad when we see Latino people, because now, I don't know if y'all know this, but they're looking for farm workers, because the farmers do not have any Hispanic Latino people because they're afraid to go to work. So they are hiring people $11 an hour for 10 hours.
$11?
Between $7.50 to $11 an hour.
$7.50?
$11.50. It's a flyers out there, y'all.
They just went worse.
They flyers out there that shows definitely in Missouri in areas where there's heavy farmers that need it. A lot of construction sites are losing their Hispanic Latino people.
Oh, I believe that too.
So they don't have anybody to really build, and they realize, what we did. I mean, we tried telling you guys what y'all doing to the Hispanic Latino people and what they voted for again. But they're afraid. But those people who are afraid, you have to.
You said for 10 hours a day.
10 hours a day, 7 days a week. I kid you not. There's flyers that shows that, y'all. I'm telling you. But here's the thing: my Latino, Hispanic brothers and sisters, immigrants, If you really want to get upset, if you really want to be upset about anyone, it shouldn't be people of color, black people.
Yeah, no.
It needs to be within your own house, your home community. And we do have Latino black people too, so just letting you guys know that. But you need to get upset with the people who voted for Trump, who felt like you guys were less than them. We try to do it. We try to vote for the right person to be in office because we know that they would have made America. And it's funny because I saw another thing on Facebook where they said, Trump said, Kamala will have y'all in the war in 6 months. And he did it in 5. A legal war. In a legal war. He attacked Iran. Yes. Iran, if anyone followers in Iran, because we got 2,700 followers. Woohoo! Iran. Leave black people out of this.
Okay, we did not do
We
this.
voted against this thing.
For real.
We did. We did our part. So when he was out,
Well, most of us.
No,
some of us.
but still, there's a large percentage of us that did. So we represent it.
I did my
But
part.
Iran, do not come for the black community because we try to vote against this ignorance.
No, for real. He is something else.
We knew the age of anti-blacks would happen because we are seeing that now. Police officers attacking black people, all this. But I'm sorry, I have to get back on my point. But
Yes.
y'all got anything to add? Juneteenth, sorry.
Go ahead.
But we're putting this in this because this is the part that anti-black we're talking about why
Absolutely.
Juneteenth should be celebrated. Again, let me start where I left off. I said it tells a story not often taught in schools, amplify the voices and experience of the formerly enslaved and their descendants. I am a proud person who am a descendant of those who have been enslaved.
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with that. That is the truth, and it does not declare and decree who I am in my life. Right. It just shows that I stand on some powerful shoulders and perseverance is in my blood. And again, I am Black history.
I am Black history.
We are Black history.
That's right. We are Black history.
And we're still checking on.
That's right.
But yeah, the resistance against anti-blackness, from police violence and racial wealth gaps, anti-blackness still thrives in policy, in our culture, in our society. Juneteenth reminds us that freedom is not a one-time event. So Juneteenth was not a one-time event.
That's right.
That's why we're talking about anti-blackness, because we have to keep going. It's not a one-time event, but a continuing struggle that must be met with collective memory, activism, and joy. For celebration of Black culture and survival. This is what Juneteenth now. Come on now. It honors not only the past, but also the brilliance, creativity, and spirit. Again, my brothers and sisters, spirit of Black people in the present. Somebody.
Okay.
So music, food, art, storytelling, and community healing during Juneteenth celebrates the expression of our culture, our pride, and our joy. So what celebrating Juneteenth looks like? First of all, education.
That's right.
Teaching and learning about Black history beyond slavery.
Yeah, because it's more to it.
It's more to slavery. Before that, we came from great nations and tribes. You know, we was African people. African people was the start of the civilization of all humanity.
Of all.
So, catch me if I'm lying, but I'm not.
That part.
Civilization started in Africa. It also teaches about highlighting our triumphs, our innovations, our leaders, our movements. It also talks about our community gathering to celebrate, reflect, and support Black-owned businesses, artists, and my favorite part is voices.
Absolutely.
Activism, which is all of me. I love activism. Been doing it for years. I'm glad to say that I've been doing it for years.
For real.
Right.
It's almost a decade, y'all. Been activated. I'm the most activistic. Sorry.
Okay. I was going to say, we got a new language in the building.
Activistic.
Activistic. Let's say, I just came up with that. But I'm the most active in my family. Some people will call me the black sheep of the family, but we're Black people, so there's no black sheep.
You ain't the black sheep.
We the black goat.
Look at that. Y'all know me. Y'all know about going over there. Greatest of all times now.
Forget the black sheep, man. We the black goats.
Get back.
The greatest of all time.
So this is what celebrating Juneteenth looks like. Activism, organizing for justice, policy reform, racial equity, because the struggle continues.
That's right.
Why it matters for everyone.
Everyone.
Come on now. I'm not speech now.
Somebody.
Juneteenth is not just a black holiday. It's an American story.
Talk about it. Yes, it is. Huh? It's a story.
Truth.
Go ahead now. Go ahead.
It's a story. It's a story now. Woo! Don't y'all feel it? Y'all boys like fire. Shopping your blow.
For real.
Let me stop. And one that calls the nation to live up to its ideas of liberty, justice for all. Recognizing Juneteenth helps move the country towards healing, reckoning, and transformation. Nobody's free until everybody's free. Say it again. Nobody's free until everybody's free. Say it loud so your ancestors can hear it. Nobody is free until everybody's free. Come on now. And Fannie Lou Heimer, I think it's a quote that I think they said Juneteenth is not the end of the story, but a call to continue writing a more just and honest future. Celebrating, especially in the age of anti-blackness, is a moral and cultural necessity.
Absolutely. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Yes. Thank y'all for watching. Hello,
But this is
everyone.
why we celebrate Juneteenth. This is why we should face anti-blackness. This is why it's still a story that is still developing. And it's not just a black story, it's an our story.
Yeah.
You know, the
For
struggles
real.
of everyone can learn from each other. Every marginalized group, every minority group can learn from each other's struggles as we try to fight and work our way towards a more just and equal society. And
Absolutely.
culture. And we start that by getting rid of Trump. Call for his impeachment. And this call for the impeachment.
I don't know how much more people need to see.
He's so anti-American. That's
What
the
else
most
do you need?
anti-American
he shows you who he
person.
is. Supposed to believe him when he shows you, but
He showed himself back in 2016. 2016, he showed himself.
I guess because it wasn't extreme like it is now.
Oh, he was in there for revenge. Because, dang, a lot of stuff is going down. And again, I do feel for my Latino, Black, and any other minority groups who have to face this regime.
Yeah.
And again, Iran, please do not bother us.
No, for real.
I hope Facebook don't take that down now. Now I'm talking about Iran.
well, we just want peace in the world. We're not trying to, be.
We have stacks and data.
For real.
We got stacks and data to show that black people didn't want this.
Please go look at the info.
Please look at the research. Please look at the data.
That part.
Leave us out of it.
That part.
Well, anybody say they have another war now. They're not about to use black bodies for wars now.
For real.
I said if there's a war that starts, use every white American who voted for Trump. Go for them first. Go for them first. Don't come for us.
Hey, I just came across something, y'all. It's a little bit of history I happen to be looking at. It came from... Hold on, I'm trying to find out where it came from. The New York Times. There we go.
New York Times.
New York Times.
Come on now.
It had made mention of, it says in 1872, a group of African American ministers and businessmen in Houston purchased 10 acres of land and created Emancipation Park, right, which was intended to hold the city's annual Juneteenth celebration. So, as I was reading, it said after dedicating a 5,000 square foot mural in 2021 and 2024, in 2024, Galveston, not from Texas, they celebrated with a reenactment march and a parade and a festival. And it said organizers in Atlanta will hold a parade and music festival at Piedmont Park, and similar events are scheduled in Brooklyn, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was reading that, and I was thinking, how would Greenville feel about having something Juneteenth, for it? You know what I mean?
How would you even go by that though? You know?
You probably have to connect with some organizations, some local organizations that does that, and they would have to.
March or something for it?
Yeah, they would have to talk to community organization. The community organization would make a plan and talk to the city of Greenville and the mayor and see if that's good.
Yeah, because it's not something.
And the police, because of course the police.
It's
have to be there.
something that I think it's just now being in 2021. It just now made a national holiday. You know what I mean? And I think a lot more of things in history needs to be celebrated and honored. Have events and stuff like that.
They do have them, but I wish they were a little better. The one yesterday had a few vendors, so maybe 25 vendors, and in some food trucks that they have food. Black people like to eat. Like when it comes down to
but have whatever they ate back in the day.
What?
Whatever they ate back in the day.
Oh, you talking about really going back in history?
Really going back in history, eating food, making food from. Slavery times.
Our products is not healthy.
You know what I mean?
I would say impure as they was back then.
Well, I think it's not like it's an everyday thing. It would be something that could be, experienced. A lot of people say, some people say, too much spaghetti is not good for you because the noodles is high in cholesterol or whatever. Starch, that's what it is, I'm sorry. High in starch and...
You know what you could do? A good idea?
For the body.
We could have did maybe this could be next year. We could look into maybe have a Juneteenth potluck here. And everybody bring something of their culture.
Something.
You know what I'm saying?
Something from the Juneteenth.
People grandmamas be cooking.
I mean?
Okay,
Black
you get
culture.
it.
Yeah.
Black culture.
Yeah.
It would be Juneteenth potluck.
I like that.
I think so. Because my grandmother, she taught me how to make biscuits from scratch. I don't make them because
I know how to make
it's a
some
lot, but I do know how to make it. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of my history. She was born in the 30s, and to have that, I feel she's done seen some things. She's done been through some things. And, she taught me some of the stuff that she did, So bringing something from our roots to the potluck.
That seems like a good idea.
You got grandmamas, and I know your grandmamas know how to cook. You need to get a recipe.
Ooh, me?
You got a whole year to plan for it, so that'll be next year. I'ma still.
I like how I've been volunteered to do something.
That's how we operate around here.
But this conversation.
As Heather said, bring on the soul food. Okay.
Bring on the soul food.
For real. Nah, she's a witness because Rima knew how to cook.
Yes.
Okay. I'll bring that baked macaroni and cheese.
I feel a little bit of witness.
Her favorite potato salad. Oh, child, please.
My favorite was a sweet potato pie. I had to have one to the face, and then the family could have theirs and whoever's and all that stuff.
But we do appreciate all 2,700 followers.
Oh my God, how many is it exact?
I think it's 2712.
It is. It's 2714 now.
15.
We gained 2 more followers. Oh my God, thank y'all. We love you guys so much. And the funny thing is, last Sunday, we had just reached 2,500. We were stuck at 23 and some
2,300
change.
for a while, 2 weeks.
It was
23 something.
15 or something like
Yeah.
that.
2 weeks.
Like
And
2
we
weeks.
went last week. It was
24.
father figures. That
It
was
was-
our thing last week.
It was 24.96.
You know what I think it was? The love is love. that topic
After
really
that,
drew a
that was
lot of people
27.
because we
That's
support
why we're at
everything.
And the cool thing about it is now I was sent to the person who did the training. We can share the Safe Zone logo on our page.
Yes, we are actually
Yeah,
officially
we
a
are
safe
a safe
zone.
zone.
So
We're trained.
We're trained. We did go through training. Yes, we did. Yay!
I mean, I facilitated training before, but
Yeah, this was our first time, so
This
it was
is our
nice.
first
And we
time.
thank
It was
KB for
nice.
inviting us, and we learned lots. And
Yeah.
So
Thank you
far-
much for that, KB.
you're welcome. So far, I would like to say you can celebrate Juneteenth, Pride, and Men Mental Health Month all together.
all
This is what
together.
we're doing. This is about
Oh
inclusivity.
yes, yes.
We don't sit here and say, no, this group needs more. Men health is important.
Yes,
That's
it
why we
is.
talk about fatherhood, father figurehood. Love is love. And then we talk about Juneteenth because all these issues that people are discovering are interlocked together. Because I realize there are black gay people, there's black gay men, there's black trans men. It's like all of this is inclusive. So wow, I just love it. I just love us trying to do the best thing we can instead
That's
of
right. That's right.
well-being. You know,
I love us. We support everybody. We
Not-
really love.
not everybody. Not everybody.
Everybody with good intentions.
That's
We
that.
support. we support.
You know what I was trying to say though. So
We
don't go here.
support. We support positivity.
That's right.
Do we?
Well, I'd like to say.
I don't know
we
what his
support
deep dark
positivity.
secrets may be, but
I don't know. I don't know what's on the dark side.
you know he has dark side. You know, he's
That's good.
He's great.
You're supposed to have a good side and dark side. What?
I don't
That's
know.
plurality. It's
I
dualism.
don't know. I'm not doing bad to people.
Oh, I didn't say no. Darkness does not mean bad. You have your light side. You have your shadow side. Your shadow sides hold the brokenness, the sorrow, the sadness. Your
Oh, here we
sad
go.
child. That's what I mean. The shadow side, the dark side. Not what is that?
I'm playing the violin for you as you go with
Well,
your
you're
story.
doing it wrong.
You
That's
show
not
me
how.
how to do it now.
Huh?
You show me how to do it.
I showed you. The world's smallest violin in your face.
I love us, y'all.
Yeah, we
be
love y'all.
joking.
Oh.
We just be playing around. It's good to have laughter.
It's all
You know,
love. It's all
Yes.
love.
for real.
I'm thankful to be here. I think, and I appreciate
No, for real.
everyone. My
For
co-host,
real.
our 2714 followers.
I'm still like,
I'm like in awe right now.
Oh my
I'm
God.
mystified over that, yo.
I am.
we
I remember
appreciate
when we
it,
just
yeah.
started with like a few people and then
I remember.
And they only grew.
And
In
now
one
we
year,
grew.
we grew 27. In 1 year, we had 2,000.
Jeez.
So this year, we could have possibly hit 5,000.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's
Not saying we're
possible.
not.
I mean, we gained over 150 followers in a week.
So yeah, we are really appreciative to you guys and what
So,
y'all bring to the
thank
table,
y'all
y'all
so
experience, y'all
much.
topics,
Thank y'all
and
so
Yes.
much.
sharing
Thank
y'all
you.
experience, what you have to do.
Thank y'all for real.
Viewing, putting comments, suggestions.
Oh yeah, we would love for y'all to bring in
So y'all have
some
suggestions.
topics y'all might want to talk about as well. So we're still doing that. If anybody wants to reach out to me, Dominion, or KB, or even our Let's Clear the Tea page,
Yeah.
whatever topic
Yeah,
is
put it
on your
right on.
heart, we definitely would love to talk with you guys and bring that out.
For
Also-
example, Auntie Evelyn got sweet potato pie. That could be a topic. I'm not saying it is. It's
Just a little
example,
expression,
you know.
example.
And then she said, "Keep doing wonderful things with the program."
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Auntie. We
That
sure
means a
will.
lot.
We
Thank you.
trying. We trying. And hello, Shy.
Well, tune in next week for another nice tea.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, we have again. I'm still working on a list of guests. So if you'd like to be a guest, reach out to us.
Oh yeah. If you want to be a guest, we'd love
I
to
have a
have
few
you.
people in mind, and I'm going to talk to those people and have them share their experience and their livelihood and their topics they would like to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this year we're going to have
And
more
I
guests.
think now we've reached the
We've reached the
our
platform to where
we can
you guys
have
can
guests from
jump
different
in.
states be live
Yeah.
as we're live,
Yeah.
and everyone can watch you communicate with us. So if we have, you know, people from, I don't know, our
Nigeria.
hometown or anywhere, you
In the
know,
world.
in the world that would like to have a topic and, you know, isn't shy on coming on camera, we would be glad to have you that way as well.
Yeah.
That'd be cool too. Yeah.
See, we love ideas.
Yes, absolutely.
Any idea is better than no idea at all.
Okay, for real.
But as we chime out, wish y'all the best, much love, blessings, peace, well-being,
And
and look out for each other.
Prosperous week
Yes.
ahead.
And stay cool, because I know here in the Carolinas, it's high 90s, but it's going to feel like hundreds all week long.
Y'all pray for me because
yeah.
my job requires me to be outside.
Most prayers to
direct
you.
sunlight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Prayers definitely going up for Dominion.
Thank you so much. And thank y'all too.
Yes.
Tune in next week where we will have another hot and steamy topic.
For sure.
We want to have our outro, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm bringing
Please
it
get
down.
it together.
I'll get everything together before we go out of there. But the night was
This was a
nice
good
tea.
topic, wasn't it? I am so grateful for all y'all coming in. We love when y'all engage with us. That's what really
Thank you
makes
so
the
much.
tea the tea. And y'all help
Yes.
clear it. So
That's
thank
right.
y'all for y'all comments. It was so important.
It's like
and we're
that
grateful to
cool-
see you all.
When y'all comment, it's like that cool breeze over the spoon. You got the tea.
Okay. For real.
And sip it and it's nice.
It's not too hot.
Right.
All right, guys.